Oh, how nice to see you again. Welcome back to Magical Medallions and More. What brings you into the shop today? Are you enjoying your previous amulet purchase? Well, that's excellent. We're always happy to hear when people enjoy their purchases from our store, especially when it prompts a return visit like today. What can I help you with this time? You're interested in purchasing a magical engagement ring. Well, congratulations to you and whomever the lucky significant other is, or will be. Well, we do of course have many rings. That would be the more part of Magical Medallions and More. And of course they are all imbued with magical powers. Nothing tells your special someone I love you like an ancient ring filled with great power. So, magic rings are in fact the most powerful magical objects for their size and weight. They can contain vast amounts of magical properties while still being tiny enough to wear on your fingers. So, again, a perfect way to tell someone that you love them. So, why don't you tell me a little bit about what you're looking for, and I'll see what magical rings spring to mind, okay? Okay, so you're looking for something a little bit on the ancient side. Excellent choice. Large amounts of magic. Okay, we can certainly do that. And something that might fit various sized hands. Okay, well, I think that we have quite a few rings that will fit all of those descriptions. There are a few that I'm immediately thinking of, so let me just grab those and I'll run you through a few and see if any of them speak to you, okay? All right. Now, this first one is known as a sling ring, and it features a unique two-finger design. We have actually come across several of these, so they're available in multiple sizes, in whole and half sizes, so no matter what size your significant other's fingers are, we have one of these that will fit them. Again, it's the unique two-finger design, and it's a beautiful aged look to it because it is very old, and you can just see that aged patina that it has, and it just gives it a very classic look, so it's very aesthetically pleasing. And the nice magical feature of this ring is that it is capable of opening portals to other worlds. So let me just demonstrate that. So as you can see, it opens a portal right up, and that's a great way of telling someone you love that they've opened a portal straight to your heart. You know, it's kind of a symbolic gesture. So that's always a wonderful one to consider for anyone. You're interested in one-fingered rings? Okay, well, that's no problem. We'll just set the sling ring aside and stick to the one-fingered rings. Now, this one is a very nice one. This is a green lantern ring. You can probably kind of see the green on the end there, and it gives it a very beautiful, aesthetically pleasing design. This one is a single finger ring, and the magical feature of this ring is that it is a ring of willpower. So the stronger the will of the wearer, the better they can use it. And this can be used for things like energy projection. So depending on your level of will or your significant other's level of will, pretty much anything is possible with this ring. It helps to have a great imagination when using this. as well as strong willpower. And with this ring, you can use it for energy projection, so you can project energy to create pretty much anything that your mind can imagine, or that your significant other's mind can imagine. It is a great way to tell your significant other that your will has brought you to them, and your will hold the relationship together. It's a great symbolic gesture of that. This ring will also create force fields, which is great because when you have a significant other, I'm sure you always want them to be protected, and this ring can produce force fields. Again, it depends on the wearer's will, how strong the force field is, but it's great to have that feature if you're able to use it. Another fun thing about this ring is that it can be used for flight. So that's one of the rarer qualities in the magic rings that we carry. This is one of the few that will allow the wearer to fly, and it allows the wearer to fly at great speeds. So if your significant other is someone who likes to travel or just likes the feel of the wind in their hair, this is a really great one for that. This ring will also give them access to wormholes, so their travel does not have to be limited to just this planet. You can go to other galaxies, other universes, fun things like that by traversing all the wormholes. And occasionally you can also time travel. Now that does take an immense amount of will, and the farther you want to go, the more will it's going to take. So that's usually not something that you can do right away with this ring. You do need to build up your practice and your willpower to use it for something like that, but it is always nice to know that that is an available feature of this ring. So it's really a great way to tell someone that you love that, your will chooses them, and your relationship, your love, is going to stand the test of time through all the galaxies and all the universes. It's a very romantic ring. Maybe, but you'd like to see some more? Okay, no problem. Just set this over here in the maybe pile, okay? Now, this next one is a very ancient ring. This one goes by the name of the One Ring, and it's a solid gold ring, so fairly plain, kind of traditional wedding band style. But one of the fun things about this ring is that when it is heated, there is some beautiful elvish script that surrounds it, and it's written in the language of Mordor, and it translates as one ring to rule them all, one ring to find them, one ring to bring them all, and in the darkness bind them. And that is part of a larger poem about the rings of power. This one in particular, being the One Ring, is a great way to tell your significant other that they are your one and only. And you had mentioned rings that fit on multiple size fingers. The nice thing about this ring is that it is capable of adjusting to the wearer's size, so it can fit on someone with the largest hands and someone with the tiniest hands without ever needing to be altered. It just adjusts right to the fingers of the wearer, so that makes it very convenient. Now, of course, I've saved the best feature for last. The really nice thing about this ring is that when you put it on, you become completely invisible. So that's kind of a fun feature, It's not something that you find in a lot of rings, so it's a great feature just to play around with, or if your significant other isn't a huge fan of your relatives, then when the in-laws come over, your significant other can just pop on the ring and disappear for a little while and take a break from the in-laws. So it's a fun feature that way, and you're kind of giving your significant other permission to take a little me time once in a while, to just literally disappear for a little while. So, again, it's a great way to tell someone that they are your one and only because it is the one ring. There is a little side effect with this, and that is it tends to turn the wearer kind of dark and give them delusions of taking over the world, so that is something you want to watch out for. But honestly, it's a really beautiful ring, and I highly recommend it for anyone who's interested in proposing. You think that's definitely the one for you? Okay, well, we do have this little chain that comes with it so that your significant other can wear it around their neck. Obviously, being a ring that makes you invisible, they may not want to wear it on their finger at all times, so it will fit any finger they choose to wear it on, but for most of the time we do recommend wearing it on the chain so that they don't become invisible when they're least expecting it. So why don't we go up front and I'll get you a box for it, and then you can take it home and do your proposing, all right? And again, congratulations and good luck on this next chapter of your life.